What happens when the body fails but the mind refuses to surrender? This is the inspiring story of Stephen Hawking, a man who proved that curiosity, courage, and determination can defeat even the greatest limitations. A brief history of an unbreakable mind. Stephen Hawking was born on a cold January day, into a family that valued curiosity more than comfort or wealth. His parents believed education was the greatest inheritance, even when money was scarce and life felt uncertain. As a child, Stephen was not considered extraordinary, often labeled slow by teachers and underestimated by classmates. He struggled with handwriting, concentration, and coordination, yet his mind quietly questioned the universe around him. While others chased popularity, Stephen chased questions about stars, time, and the mysterious beginning of everything. At Oxford University, he discovered joy in debate, laughter, and thinking deeply about problems nobody could easily answer. Stephen loved rowing, jokes, and friendship, unaware that fate was preparing its hardest test for him. During his early 20s, Stephen began stumbling, falling, and losing control of his movements unexpectedly. Doctors delivered devastating news: amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, a disease slowly paralyzing his body, with limited years predicted. At just 21, Stephen faced mortality, fear, and a future seemingly stolen before it truly began. Depression followed, wrapping his thoughts in darkness, making even brilliant ideas feel meaningless and heavy. He questioned purpose, wondering why continue studying when time itself seemed to be running out. Then something changed. Stephen realized limited time made every moment more valuable, not less important. He decided to devote his remaining strength to understanding the universe, refusing surrender to despair. Love entered his life when he met Jane, whose belief in him rekindled his will to fight. Marriage, family, and responsibility gave Stephen renewed motivation to live fully despite worsening physical limitations. His body weakened but his mind sharpened, focusing intensely on black holes and cosmic mysteries. Stephen challenged existing theories, daring to question even the greatest scientific minds before him. He proved black holes emit radiation, a revolutionary idea that reshaped modern physics forever. As paralysis progressed, Stephen lost speech, movement, and independence, but never lost curiosity. When he could no longer speak, technology gave him a digital voice to share his thoughts. That mechanical voice became iconic, symbolizing triumph of intellect over physical limitation. Every word he produced required immense effort, patience, and determination beyond imagination. Stephen wrote A Brief History of Time, a book intended for ordinary people, not just scientists. Publishers doubted its success, yet readers worldwide embraced its challenging ideas with fascination. The book became a global bestseller, proving complex knowledge could inspire millions. Stephen became famous, not for his disability, but for making the universe feel accessible. He appeared on television, spoke to students, and inspired dreamers across cultures and ages. Despite fame, his daily life involved constant medical care, exhaustion, and silent struggles. Pain accompanied every moment, yet he refused self-pity, choosing humor instead. Stephen joked about his condition, teaching the world resilience through laughter. He reminded people that intelligence thrives even when the body fails. Failures in relationships and health tested him again, yet curiosity kept him moving forward. Stephen believed humans must continue exploring, learning, and imagining beyond current limits. He warned humanity about complacency, urging preparation, innovation, and responsibility for our future. Even as breathing became difficult, his mind traveled freely through galaxies and equations. He believed the universe could be understood if we remained patient and brave. Stephen emphasized that disability does not define capability or worth. He encouraged young people to focus on what they can do, not what they cannot. Every lecture, interview, and book became an act of defiance against hopelessness. Stephen outlived doctors' predictions by decades, rewriting expectations through perseverance. His life became living proof that determination can outlast prognosis. He showed the world that the mind can travel further than the strongest body. Stephen continued researching until his final years, never abandoning questions. He believed curiosity was humanity's greatest strength. Even near the end, he spoke about time, space, and the future of humanity. When Stephen Hawking passed away, the world mourned a thinker who refused limits. His legacy lived not only in equations but in courage. He taught that adversity can sharpen purpose instead of destroying it. Stephen proved that weakness does not cancel greatness. His story inspires anyone facing illness, fear, or impossible odds. He reminds us that giving up is the only true failure. The universe did not intimidate him. It invited his questions. He answered by dedicating his life to discovery. Stephen Hawking transformed suffering into significance. His life whispers, "Your mind is free, even when circumstances imprison you." Dreams do not require perfect bodies, only unbroken will. Knowledge grows when curiosity refuses silence. Stephen showed that purpose can survive even the harshest limitations. He believed every human has potential worth unlocking. His journey encourages patience, resilience, and courage. Stephen Hawking was not defined by disease, but by determination. He teaches us to look up at stars, not down at despair. Challenges are not endings, they are invitations to rise. The universe rewards those who ask questions fearlessly. Stephen's life was a message written across time, a message saying, never surrender your curiosity, never surrender your dreams. Never surrender your belief in yourself, because the mind can travel anywhere imagination dares. Stephen Hawking proved that limits are often illusions. He replaced fear with wonder, pain with purpose, silence with ideas. His legacy continues to guide thinkers worldwide. He reminds us that life's value is measured by impact, not comfort. Stephen Hawking lived fully, despite everything. And because of that, the universe feels closer to all of us.